this new generation of Black women who are strong and who are educated and, you know, who do know what they want and who are not afraid of speaking up for themselves. And they're just like, whoa, back in my day, you know, you didn't speak unless you were spoken to, you know, and it's hard for them to understand that. So their natural reaction is you need to be put in your place. And so
Right.
that's why they come at us cross. That's why they come at us differently than the respect that we actually deserve. It's just because their mindset. And some days, honestly, Neikeita, some days I look over it and I'm just like, that's just where you are. Like you grew up before integration. You grew
Right.
up, you know, so that's where your mindset is. Some days though, I'm not there. Some days I'm like, if she say one more thing to me, I'm just to act real ghetto up in here. I'm gonna show them what these stereotypes that they want to place on our culture.
We haven't been to the casino in a while, so we ain't hit, Stacy. We ain't
I know,
hit. We ain't
but
hit.
it all has to do with mindset. It really does. I mean, and I actually have I'm not the youngest, I'm the second youngest. So there's a girl that's younger than me, and she too, even though she's more progressive, she too has a semi issue with me because she feels that she is on my level.
Okay.
And so for instance, we got raises, and she texted me and she asked me how much my raise was, and I told her. I mean, not a secret, and she was just like, "Well, how did you get that?" And I was like, "Excuse me?" She was like, "Well, I'm just saying, like, I guess I should be saying I'm happy for you." She was like, "But how did you get that? I've been here 3 years. You've only been here a year. I have way more experience than you. So I'm just
You
wondering."
better than me
And
because
I,
I would have had a flippant response. Oh, we got a raise? Girl, I'm sorry. The government come for me. But see, I don't have any kids. Like, I would have flipped it answer. The government don't come for the government come for me first. They take all my taxes. I ain't got no dependents. I just signed a little piece of paper because HR said I needed to do it and kept on moving. Like,
so
mm-mm,
I
mm-mm,
wanted to see what she was going to say. That is really the
mm.
whole reason I went ahead, and because I wanted to
And,
see what she was going to say. So
okay.
my response to her was, while that may be true, and because she went on, I got fives on my eval and all this. I was like, that's great. I don't know what I got. I said, don't know what I got on my eval.
Is five the highest you can get?
Yeah, five is the highest you can get.
No, 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 no. No one ever gets all fives on the eval. That means you have no room for improvement. That means
Right.
you're better than your supervisor.
So
Who
I,
dare? I'm sorry. I digress because
I
I've
know,
done evals
I know.
before,
You
and
totally turned down your HR, and yeah.
and who gets all fives? Like I am. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue on with your story.
So my point to her was, while that may be, you are not a nurse. One, I said, two, if you go through my experience, I have probably another 6 years on you as far as experience is concerned as a nurse. I said, so they're looking at all of that, not just
Mm-hmm.
the fact that I've been in the department 1 year. They look at longevity, they look at seniority, they look at all of that. I said, so that's what equivalates. She said, well, I guess I just, she said, I'm sorry, congratulations. And I was like, you don't have to congratulate me. I said, it is what it is. I said, I didn't ask for this either. I mean, it just, you know, I was blessed and highly favored in the Lord. Hallelujah.
Fa-
Won't he do it?
Favor, favor ain't
Um,
fair. Favor
but
ain't
favor
fair.
is not fair.
It's
But
not fair.
that just goes to show you that even in her being young and progressive, she still don't want to see a Black woman doing better than her. And that's just, at this day and age, it's not a surprise, but it's just sad that we can't be looked at as equals
Right.
to our colleagues. We have to be underneath them. And that's sad because you can't be doing as you can do as good as them, but you can't be doing better.
Right. And here's the thing. As women, doesn't matter what color you are, we
Hmm.
have to be able to band together.
That's right.
We have to be able to band together. If nothing else, these laws, let's just talk about abortion laws. These laws are being made by men who have
That's right.
not yet had a child, birthed a child,
Hmm.
none of that, but I won't even go into all of that.
Yeah.
We have to be
Yeah.
able to band together. And I think what people have to realize is you have to learn from differences. You have to learn from each other culture. And I'm starting to learn some people can be malicious in their questions, and some folks really are. They just didn't know.
They
They
didn't.
honestly, they didn't know. They didn't know. Now, personally, she shouldn't have asked you what your paycheck looked like,
Yeah. So we
what your
didn't get all into
yeah.
that. She just asked me how much was my raise.
Girl, she trying to sit there and figure it out. She trying to figure out base salaries and all
Yeah,
that
she
stuff.
she was,
Yeah,
and it was,
no,
it's none of her business. But
no.
we didn't get into all that, but it's just very interesting to me. But the point that you made where you said, some people truly don't know. So I actually have another lady in my department, and her and I have actually become very good friends. And it was based on the fact she just did not know. And
Hmm.
so she asked a lot of questions. And she doesn't say, "Can I ask you a black question?" She just says, "I have a question." And she
And
was
that's
like,
fine.
and I worked with her the very first day I worked with her. She was like, "I have a question. Do you have a minute? Can we just chat for a minute?" She said, "Because our worlds are
Different.
just so different." And she said, "I just really want to gain an understanding." And I can appreciate that. Like, I can appreciate you trying to gain an understanding of my world and
Right.
me being a woman and what that looks like. Cause I mean, even she said on several occasions, she was just like, "I just don't know how you do it." She was like, "You're a single mother of three, you're trying to finish up a master's to be an FNP." She was like, "You go to work full time, you're very active in the community, your boys do a whole lot." She was like, "I just don't know how you do it all." And she was like, she said, "I ask you a lot of questions." She said, "Because I'm just in awe of,"
How
she was
you
like,
do it.
"Yeah, of how you do it." And so I was just like, yeah, I was like, sure. And so through those conversations, I've learned about her life and she's learned about mine. And, we talked about the strong black woman thing. And she was like, "I mean, I totally get it." She said, I understand. She said, "Your culture has been through a lot, especially the women." And she was like, "That is, she said, I feel like that's one of the biggest compliments that you can give a black woman is to say that they're a strong black woman." And I
Right.
just appreciate people like that understands that that is a blessing to be that. And so
Yeah.
she's one of the ones that you appreciate understanding that that's a blessing. But there are plenty more that more there are more of there's less of hers and more of the other ones that make you feel like us being a strong black woman is a curse. So,
I mean, I get it because I had a coworker who I think she was threatened by me. Um, and she made work difficult.
mm,
I mean, she literally, I hated getting up in the morning,
mm-hmm,
going in, and she kind of knocked me off my rocker a little bit. I'll do something well, get all these kudos, and then she'll come and nitpick the smallest thing. And I asked a mutual coworker, I said, has she not ever been around black people before? They was like, Neikeita. I said, it's a simple yes or no, yes or no.
mm-hmm.
I think your personalities are different. I said,
And
I don't
I
think that's
hate that.
it.
I hate when that's the first thing that
Mm,
they say is your
no,
personality
because I
is
was,
different.
and she was an older lady, and I said, no, that can't be it. I said, I've
Mm-hmm.
worked with older people before, and I love working with older people. Like,
Mm-hmm.
though, that's my crew. Like, my favorite older person was JJ. Like, that was my girl.
Yes.
So it's like it's not personalities because if that was the case, I've had several coworkers in my work journey who were like grandmother figures to me. And if that was the case, I would have never been able to work with them or not even have long term relationships like I do with them now. I was
Right.
like, that woman was truly threatened by me. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, I didn't want your job.
Right.
I walked away from management for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or whatnot. I was just looking for a space to just kind of rest. I still needed to pay bills because I ain't
Yeah.
got no sugar daddy. So, so I needed to pay. Pay
Come
bills.
on, sugar daddy.
I ain't have no
Yes.
sugar daddy.
You
And I
need
was
a
just like,
zaddy.
you know what? I can't do you anymore. And no, I made the decision because a lot of
Hmm.
times we stay somewhere because as a strong black woman, we know what our responsibilities are.
That's right.
So we let darts get thrown at us.
Hmm.
And I was
Hmm.
like, nope, not doing it this